Cheaters are taking over Dead by Daylight. And I'm not talking about the obvious ones that stream it on TikTok or the ones that fly around the map. I'm talking about the subtle cheaters in the game. The ones that hide their cheats with perks or just slightly do things that are off, but you just brush it off because you're just playing a game for fun. The sad part about this game is there's no way to tell if someone's cheating unless you have a lot of experience on this game. I have about 1,350 hours on PC, and on console, probably about 700. So I have a good amount of experience, and I can sometimes tell if they're cheating or not. But even there are times when I don't even notice it, and some of my friends do, and they call it out and they say, oh, they're cheating, and I say, no, they're not. And then I have to go back in the VOD, check it out, and they are, in fact, cheating. There's an angle that they can't hit, or there is a speed amount that they're reaching that doesn't make sense at all. And I have to say, I've bumped into it one too many times. Today, I have a video that shows all these experiences that I've had, and I want to see if you guys can catch the moments where they cheated and when they didn't. Now, before we get into this, I had someone comment on my video saying that I think if we could just accept the game has limitations and stop the never-ending pursuit of no bugs, no cheaters, people will be a lot happier. We probably would. We probably would be so happy you would understand. The Dead by Daylight community would be great. But it's really difficult to be that happy if cheaters happen every other game. Subtle cheaters, in fact. I've had it happen so often that I am in a 30-minute match that's almost won by me if I just get this one down, but then I lose it. And I'm like, oh shoot, well they played it so well. And then I go back in the VOD and I'm like, that seems off. That's not right. How did they make it out of there? And it's a subtle cheater. So that's what gets to me. That's why I'm making this video. I don't think it's known enough how many cheaters there are. At all. Like, at all. If you don't have any hours, you're not going to know. You're not going to report, and they'll just keep on living. That's why this game needs some help. And here I'm going to show you some examples as to what these cheaters can do and how you can catch them. The first one is a Kate. I want you to watch this video and let me know if you see anything off. Well played. Oh, adrenaline for the save. Amazing work. You guys might have been a 4-stack. Oh, keeps on looping me here. Well played, my friend. I can't really use my power here. She outplays me on the power. She have hope? She has hope. She has hope, doesn't she? I think she has hope. She has hope. There's no way she's this fast without hope. There's no possible way she's this fast without hope. She used it all the way up. Hold her here. Just for a second more. She should be down here, which is very lovely. Oh! If I did swing earlier. Now, this chase seemed perfectly normal, right? They outplayed a pig with no perks and no add-ons. Yes, I was playing with no perks and add-ons because I wanted to give myself a challenge. But they did great. They looped me. Someone took a hit. They made it out. And they made it out with hope, right? She has hope. 100% had hope. She was way too fast. Wait. She didn't have hope? Nope. She didn't have hope. She had subtle cheats instead. And the only reason I know they're subtle cheats is because she didn't have hope in the end game. But keep in mind, if you don't have enough experience in chase or with the perk hope, you will not know that any of this was cheats. Maybe if a friend says something, but you won't, because it could have been perfect pathing. Even I was second guessing myself, like, did they just have perfect pathing? Was I just really bad? No, not at all. The reason why I know this is because I went back in the VOD and saw this. This medium vault right here. Now this, it's gonna kill you. I go by a phrase in my streams. Medium vaults kill. Like, you will lose a chase if you medium vault more than half of the time. And when I go back around this corner after she does a medium vault, she's already halfway across town. That is tap boosting right there. It's where you increase your speed subtly, right around corners, so you cannot be caught. And as a killer, in this moment, I'm not going to notice it. It's the end game. I'm chasing the last person. They're on death hook. I need this. I'm not going to pay attention for it, but I'll find it a little suspicious. That's why I said they have hope. And now, I'm going to show you another experience just like this, and the same situation basically, and I want you to notice when they're tap boosting, because they are. And I want you to see if you can catch it. He has hope. He has hope. He 100% has hope. He has hope. He has hope. That's actually clutching it up. Oh, I shouldn't give up on him. Hope will really, really save him. Hope is going to clutch this game for him. I can't catch up. I literally cannot catch up. Wait. He doesn't have hope. Why can't I make distance on him? Is that hope? Yep, they actually did have hope this time. And they use it to hide their subtle cheats. Now, you might think right now that I'm just incorrect, that they just had hope, and that's why they got out. You could be correct, but sadly, they did make it obvious a little bit in this chase that they were cheating. They did make themselves slightly faster than hope. First one is because when I start the chase, I come out of a TV, and I have the add-on Bloody Fingernails. I move 50% faster coming out of a TV, and I still didn't manage to get a hit. They looped me and continue to loop me. And still in this chase, when I'm going around this corner right here, as soon as I round it, the guy is zooming. Again, these subtle cheaters love to tap boost around corners when you lose line of sight of them. That is just how they will get you, and you will never know it. Again, this is endgame. I'm not focused on anyone else. I just want to get this down. I'm not going to be paying attention that much. But even then, I'm still like, this has to be hope, right? No. It can't be hope. It was not just hope. Some cheaters like to mask what they do with cheats with perks. And this is just one of many examples. Now, you guys have gotten a big understanding of probably tap boosting from this, but there are many other ways to subtly cheat, and I'm going to show you another one. This one is with Blight. Now, just take a look at it and see if anything seems off. Go show him. Go show him stuff. Go show him stuff. Go show him stuff. Show him the schmooze. Show him the money. That is a hacker. Yeah, that guy was cheating. Now, that might not seem obvious if you don't go against Blight a lot or you don't play Blight a lot. I play Blight a bunch, and so I understand his rushes and I understand how much he can turn. And even at the start of the game, or the start of this clip, it seems a little bit off because 2 people are already on hook and we're only at 5 gens. Unless they've given up, that seems a little bit off. And so I took a chase with him, I went up the stairs, and when I went up those stairs, I thought that he'd have to bump again to rush towards me. But no. This guy bumped down the stairs and then runs around the corner and hits me. If you don't know what bump is, bump means the Blight has to bump into something to turn again. The reason why this is in the game and in the game for Blight is because he cannot do full like 360 hits or anything like that. That's why he uses multiple bumps to try and hit somewhat of a straight line hit. That's why when he hit around this corner, it didn't make any sense to me, and that's how I immediately know it was a cheater. Now, the funny part is, this guy was streaming. This guy was a streamer on TikTok, I think, and I won't lie, I told my community, don't go in there, don't worry about it, because they told me, oh, that guy's a streamer. I'm like, really? He's streaming and cheating? And they said, yeah, he has all these bots defending him, saying that he's not cheating, saying that he's just that good. And I'm like, guys, don't worry about it anymore. We can't do anything, literally. I've tried to report cheaters on TikTok, and it does nothing at all. So seriously, the best we can do is leave it be and just report them in-game. That's all we can do. And again, guys, if you don't have enough experience against Blight or any of these killers or situations, you will not know if they're cheating or not. Like, seriously. This guy defended himself saying that he had high DPI, and that's how he was able to hit these. There is a DPI lock on Blight's turn rate. I've even tested it right here. I'll show you regular, like 800 or 900 DPI, and then I'll show you max DPI. Here is the regular one. It just goes straight up. I can't really make it around the corner. And then here is the highest DPI I have. I do a little spin to show you that it's high, and then I rush. And again, nothing. I do not make it past that corner. It's impossible. But some people defend themselves until they die. And I want to show you just one more clip about another blight doing the same thing, because I've run into a bunch of cheating blights lately, surprisingly. Check this one out. He knows. Guy's not an idiot. He knows. He been known. I mean, look at that. I looked at it and I saw that, and that was probably the nastiest blight turn I've ever seen in my entire life. And cheats, obviously, because that is not possible as a blight to do a like full 180, turn around, and just swing on in. That guy didn't even swing to turn. He just zoomed around the corner. Obviously cheating, but at the moment, I didn't even know. I had no clue. And so at the end of that game, I had someone come into chat as well from the same match, another survivor, and they shared this clip with me too. That guy did a full 360, broke his spine, and said hello. Now, if that doesn't scream cheating, I don't know what does. Because that was so obvious. Now, again, in the moment of, you might not even realize, because you are just trying to survive, you're trying to make it out as Survivor, you're not going to worry about it until maybe the game's over. And I have to say, we double checked it, and that was obviously cheating. So, this just goes to show how bad subtle cheaters can be. I mean, I wouldn't have even known if I didn't have friends to tell me about this stuff, or to even make me aware that subtle cheaters were a thing. Like, it's ruining the game, in my opinion. Now, I don't know how all of you feel, but I hope this video did help try to share, like, awareness, or just let you know that some people are cheating at times. And sometimes the only way to know is with experience. Not even sometimes. The only way to know is with experience. Unless they're the obvious cheaters, of course. But everyone, just keep in mind, you never know if someone's cheating or not. And I think it needs to be addressed in this game, and it needs to be changed. Thanks for watching.